Are we live? Hello. I'm trying so hard to make sure. Queso. Okay. I was trying so hard to make sure that I was live. I didn't see anything. Sorry, I'm usually a little bit better about this. I'm not entirely used to streaming on YouTube. I often stream on Twitch. Go follow me on Twitch, where it's definitely much more professional than streaming on YouTube. Okay, I gotta turn this off because I don't get notifications a lot. If I don't, I was gonna have it on for a certain thing I'm going to do. But welcome! Fromage! Queso! Welcome, moderator Goose Magoof. Welcome, Dreezy, to the 1000 subscriber on YouTube live stream. In my time waiting for people to show up, I'm... well, there it is. I'm going to play the old distraction video. Sound good? I am just all over the place. With all the sounds and things in front of me, I have notes that I wrote. Thank you. Gracias. Grazie. Merci. Morning, Grazie. This is not the intro I was expecting to have of me streaming and then stopping the stream on purpose because I thought it was broken. But anyway, here's a distraction.
We have our heading. Here we go!
From the random nonsense within our hearts, to the laughter caused by a bunch of grown adults in hillbilly costumes, there is only one Cheese Tree 43.
Wow, wasn't that a great distraction? That the two of you who are here right now have never seen before in your entire life? Wow. Okay. So if you're coming from Lincoln Video Land, hello. You may be watching the beginning of this after the fact. I'm going to go through some information, regarding all of you Lincoln Land peoples. It sounds rude when I call you people. All of you Lincoln Land people. Going to acknowledge some of the comments that I've been seeing. Mostly the comments that are repetitive, used over and over again. Well, that also sounded mean. Wow. Thank you for all the comments. Oh no, I accidentally said thank you. I was going to wait until the opportune moment to do that. But I appreciate all the comments. Some of them, it's just something that happens whenever there's a lot of people commenting, where some comments are said by different people about the same thing, and that's okay. And I appreciate that. So for those comments that repeat themselves, I am now going to acknowledge those comments and discuss some of them. Okay? Okay. Goose Magoof has hit the box. Nice try, Goose. Nice try. You have to go over to Cheese Tree 43 on Twitch before you can get that special redemption from the taco pie points. As good as gold and better. As bad as dirt and worser. It's about how it feels like I've been doing so far in this stream. I need some positive encouragement. Time. Wait, am I live? OBS Studio just said it disconnected. Hello? Am I live? I'm having issues. Did it just glitch for anybody else? It just said OBS Studio stopped. I think we're okay. Hopefully it's part of the same stream. Hopefully. But yes, mighty kind, Matthew. Mighty kind. Welcome to the stream. We've been having technical difficulties. Partially that are my fault, but that one was not so much my fault. But anyway, going to try to make this stream not as long as it might end up being. The comments, I will address those now. So, comment that I got a lot was saying that the Lincoln video had a 2010s vibe for YouTube, or people even saying up to 2016. And I think they're mostly saying that because it's just sort of a simple skit that was just made by some random guy on the internet. You know, someone, they actually called me Your Average Joe in one of their comments. Just some guy who made a video with not much of a budget. And to that I say, I come from that era of YouTube. Not that I have made thousands upon thousands of videos like some YouTubers have, but this channel, you know, it's been around since 2011. Around the time that people are saying it feels like the video comes from. And you know, I've been making things like the Lincoln video pretty much since that time, just in terms of having funny little skits and things. And so I don't think I've really changed. So if you feel any nostalgia for 2016 or 2010, it's because I haven't really changed that much. I mean, I think I've practiced and I've learned a lot more over time, of course. The more things you make, the more you learn. But yeah, people, they've been asking me to make more skits that are like that were made in the good old days of YouTube. And I am making more. I'm making more. But in the meantime, there are skits, short films, goofy videos made by Your Average Joe type videos that you can look back on. If you sift through my channel, there's some stuff that's not going to make any sense at all unless you watch other things. Even then, it might not make much sense. But if you want to look at my channel and feel even more nostalgia, then feel free. Hello, Darkness VR 15. Your comments keep on disappearing. Can you please help me? That one is visible. Yes, that one is visible. It's because you can only comment on lives and shorts. Well, I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that my stream just completely stopped at one point there. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. But welcome, Darkness. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to try to stop going. I've discovered after watching myself, filming myself, that I do that a lot. Another comment that I received a lot was saying that the Lincoln video reminded them a lot of Zach D. Films. And that's partially because of the style of the skit that we put on, and it's partially, or a lot of the comments that I've been getting is because of the music that starts happening at one point that goes ba-doom boom boom ba-doom boom boom ba-doom boom 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 ba-doom boom boom. Apparently that's a song that was used a lot in the Zach D. Films a lot. And so that was a complete accident. I have not ever really watched Zach D films. But I'm glad it gave you some nostalgia and connection there as well. Yeah, I almost didn't use that music because it felt like music that had been used in other things. Just the style of it, I mean. But it just seemed to work with the scene, so that's why I kept it in there. My live is okay, you think it might just be the internet? Hey, I understand you there with the internet struggles. Another comment I received a lot was that it was like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. I've also not watched that movie. Ever. I have heard of it. I know that it is deemed a classic by many people. Maybe I'll watch it someday. I don't know. But apparently Abraham Lincoln makes an appearance. Spoilers to me because I've never seen it. But spoilers, Abraham Lincoln is in that time traveling. So comparisons have been made to that. I don't know what else to say other than that about those comments. Came for Lincoln video. Thank you, Bob White Quail. Thank you. I appreciate you. I have to add a couple more thank yous now. Again, I meant to put the say the thank yous at a certain special point in this live stream, but I keep forgetting that I was going to do that. Because I'm just so appreciative of all the kindness. But welcome, Bob White Quail, and welcome, SS Nintendo Yo. 407 nuggets ago. You were just watching Abraham Lincoln Time Travels to Today's Time. Oh, you were just now watching it? Well, if you were just watching it and you just came here, oh, welcome. We're talking about it now. Another comment that I got at least a few of was that the actor for Abraham Lincoln, who is my brother, Goose McGoof, who you should all follow on Twitch and subscribe to on YouTube. He only has a few videos on YouTube. I wish I want to take the time to make more for his channel, because it's just fun, pulling content from his Twitch channel to put on his channel. But subscribe to him, follow him, for sure. But the actor, Goose McGoof, he played Lincoln. And some people said that he sounded like Plankton from SpongeBob. You know, the whole, I went to college thing, you know. I don't know if that line in particular was, they were reminded of that, but to that I say, okay. But also, Goose McGoof, he can do a pretty good Plankton impression. That's another reason to follow him. You can maybe someday hear him do his Plankton impression. How did I feel about the election? A wise Muppet once said in the famous movie Muppet Treasure Island, "Hey man, just play the gig. Never get involved in politics." And then Animal responded with, "Politics, politics. Beep, 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 beep." That's my response to it. I think no matter what your stance on anything, well, you know, we all have things we agree and disagree on, and I would, this is not the time for me to talk about that, but I just want everyone to get along and be unified as we can be. Just have peaceful conversations and show love and kindness to everyone around you. Isn't that a nice thought that I thought of myself? Sorry, I'm so goofy. Anyway, how did I get the idea for the Lincoln video? So, Goose McGoof, he just so happened to be in an Abraham Lincoln stage play at the time. It was sort of a local community theater play production. And for that role, he had to shave off his mustache. He also was given a hat thanks to the director of that play and the people who were in charge of costumes. And so I thought, we should make a video while you are still have a shaved mustache. And so we did. I had actually, a lot of comments I'm going to talk about in just a moment. A lot of comments said I should make a movie out of this whole concept. And I had actually thought of a movie years and years ago. Maybe I was in college, so maybe not forever ago, but pretty long time ago. I had thought of a movie of presidents time traveling to present day. And I presented it in my film class, in my film school that I was at the time. And apparently the professor that I presented it to had also actually thought of the same idea. In a different way, he thought of his own way of doing it. I don't know if that's exactly why I thought to make it in this sort of spur-of-the-moment instance. But maybe I did recall it, and that's why that's the idea that I went with of Lincoln time traveling to today. That's the answer. You're the best. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your kind support too, Chris. You're always there for me. I kind of look like James from The Odd Ones Out. I can see that. I have watched his videos. His older ones are masterpieces, some of those for sure. I can see that. People compare me to other celebrities pretty often. Just the way I look. Probably my haircut, mostly. Abraham Lincoln. Lots of people love him. What a great president. Some people may say the biggest. Thank you, El Nino. I'm assuming that's how you want me to pronounce it. El Nino Lego. Thank you. And thank you, Mac, for that comment. Darkness. Is that your explanation, Darkness? Is that your explanation of where I got my idea from? Think you should do more videos of historical figures in the modern day. I will address that. That's another comment I got a lot. I will address that in just a moment. Swobway. Swobway. That is one of my favorites of the Odd Ones Out videos. The other comment that I got a lot of was the fact that Abraham Lincoln paid for the chicken nuggets that he got with the penny that he found on the ground. People were like, that's impossible. How could he can't afford all those chicken nuggets with a penny. To that I say, that was kind of the joke, is that he went in and somehow paid for the chicken nuggets with a penny. But also, my excuse that I responded to a lot of people was that because Abraham Lincoln touched the penny himself, that increased the value of the penny by thousands of percentages or whatever. And so, really, he could probably have bought like 1 billion chicken nuggets with that. Someone in the comments actually said, like, they looked up and said that a penny from in Lincoln's day would be worth like $3 now. And that I looked up the price of chicken nuggets after I read that comment, and it said $3 for a 4-piece chicken nugget. So I was like, oh, well, that's perfect then. It's like it was destiny for Lincoln to get some chicken nuggets. People were like saying, I never thought I'd see Abraham Lincoln eating a chicken nugget. It's like, well, now you have. Hello there, Tiger Hunter. Hello. You're going to speak French? Well, that's I should have put French down. I didn't put French down as a language. Why didn't I do that? I'm going to go through 10 different languages, some of which are sort of a joke, but why didn't I think of that? French. As long as it's appropriate commentary, Darkness. We got moderators here to keep an eye on you, but hello there, Tiger Hunter, and hello there, Cosmic Joy. Ah! Thank you for the Also, comments about the speech, and looking back now, because of the comments I got, I think maybe I should have just put credits at the end of the video. But the credits are, and always were, in the description, if you want to look at the description credits. For that, and also other information, taking you to different places outside of this channel. But the speech, I did not write. Nor did Goose Magoof, the actor for this film. It is from an actual thing that Lincoln wrote. We don't know if he ever spoke it or not, but he wrote it down. It's from a writing called Proclamation 97, which is appointing a day of national humiliation, fasting, and prayer. And it was written by Lincoln in 1863. So that's the answer to that. I want to make sure I'm not taking credit, nor is anyone else, for what Lincoln said. It was an excerpt from that writing. But also, it was spoken in the Lincoln play that Goose Magoof, the actor for Lincoln, the Lincoln play that he did. That's sort of why we ended up using it in the video, because I thought it was just a very befitting speech for that. Okay, so another comment that I got a lot was that people were saying, just wait for YouTube to recommend this in 10 years, or 12 years, or whatever. Like, this is going to end up in my feed. And then there are just people giving very kind and encouraging comments that the video and my channel are underrated, that it should have 1 million views, and that I should have more subscribers, and people saying I should make a series, or make a movie, or make a part 2, or a sequel, and that I should do George Washington next. That was probably one of the most requested of those kinds of comments, is that I should do George Washington next, in the next video. And I will say that I do have the beginnings of an idea for that. But that idea that I currently have about it would require a budget. And so I talked to my brother about that, who is, might as well call him like a co-owner of this channel, honestly. I'm the one that started it, but it's thanks to my brother that we have been able to do a lot of these things. Thanks to a lot of people, but I appreciate my brother. Goose Magoof. But I discussed with him about that, the idea of making a sequel or making a series, and, you know, we sort of were okay with the Lincoln video being just a standalone thing. But, in response to all your comments, I will say that if this video gets 1 million views, 1 million views, I'm just setting that as a goal for, well, I'll explain further. If the Lincoln video gets 1 million views, and if I can write something that would feel original with good humor and heartfelt wholesomeness scattered within, then I might make something. Probably starting with a George Washington video, and with that I would probably attempt to do a crowdfunding thing to make the version of the George Washington film that I would like to make. But if the crowdfunding doesn't work and I still got 1 million views, then I would still make something simple with the George Washington. But either way, we'd need a budget for even a decently accurate George Washington costume, because, you know, they dressed very differently during that time period And there's not just like the specific kind of pants and shirts and coats and the wig that they used to wear back then. But either way, if I made and posted a George Washington video, whether it was the higher budget one or the lower budget one, and that one got 1 million views, then I would make even more, and continue the series, probably also through a crowdfunded budget. And because of you, like, thanks to you all, really, because of all of you asking for more, it has actually caused the cogwheels in my brain to start spinning, and I have thought of an idea for an entire series, leading up to sort of a grand conclusion of sorts. The plot is still up in the air, again, talking to Goose Magoof about it. But anyway, that's my answer to the requests for more. Myself and my brother, we want to act freely in making non-president related things that we enjoy making on this channel, and non-president related things that we hope can be enjoyed by whoever finds it, and things that can hopefully still encourage and inspire and entertain. But it's not an impossible notion that we could make more of the presidential and historical figure series. And I think that it could be really fun to make more. And I will probably post other things, even if I don't continue the series. I will post other things that are not a continuation, but that are connected to the Lincoln video that we just made, just like funny behind-the-scenes videos or other ideas that we did film a certain other thing that Goose Magoof just so happened to think of while we were filming it. So I might release some of that stuff. But even if nothing else happens with making more of the president videos or a series, I'm extremely grateful for all the kindness and viewership that you all have given to the Lincoln video, and that you all have just all the subscriptions and the sharing and the kind, encouraging comments, and those of you who started scouring other parts of my YouTube channel and watching the other random nonsense that exists over there. To all of you, I give you a thank you. That would have been the first official thank you that I gave, and it would have been so dramatic and just with that oomph. But number 5. That is thank you number 5. Yes. Okay, I'm going to catch up on some of these comments. I just wanted to get through that thought first. Let me see who all is here and commenting kindly. Sheepy boy, hi. Thank you for the congratulations on 2K. Your brother, which one? Goose Magoof, yes. Why must you speak as if you're retelling an epic? 'Tis an epic, this life. 'Tis very wise and true, indeed. I don't know, I sometimes go into a voice such as this as whenever I'm speaking. It's sort of a bad habit, really, but I don't know, I just like to be silly and have fun sometimes. Hello, Death Pipin. Hi. And thank you again, Sheepy boy. Hooray for the chance for more! Please do! Wish I had an upload schedule. I sort of wish I did too. I'm going to try to start back up with at least posting like a short every week. I'm going to try. I did that for a period of time, and it worked out good. But then I got busy, and, you know, life. Please keep making videos. You're awesome. Thank you, Joseph Bridges. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I never thought that this video would get as many views as it has. When I was editing it, I purposefully allowed it to be a more slow-paced film. You know, that part at the beginning when Lincoln is testing out the light switch? I seriously considered cutting away from that a lot sooner than I did, but it just felt like it needed to take its time and just be slower paced, so I left it that way, knowing that it might cause people to click away. And I know some people probably did click away at that part, but I'm glad that you guys proved me wrong overall. That you showed me that there's still a whole audience out there who can just take the time to pause and take their time to just enjoy something. You know, all the YouTube shorts and all the TikTok and everything, it just seems like there's a push for things to go faster and faster. And just our patience for longer things, longer form content, it just feels like it's getting shorter and shorter in the process of all that being pushed. And you know, the Lincoln video is only a 7-minute video. Only 7 minutes long, but I was still concerned that people would get bored by it. But you guys, you stuck around anyway. And so, because of that, I give my 7th official thank you. A comment that I wanted to point out that I think was extremely cool. Let me just pull it up on my phone. Someone said in the comments of the Lincoln video, "That was a fun skit. Incidentally, my fourth great-grandpa was a miller who made wooden roof shingles in Springfield, Illinois. Before Lincoln was president, but he was still a well-known politician, he came to the mill and watched my grandpa work and asked him questions. He was keenly interested in how the wood was cut. So I especially appreciated that part of your skit. They had milling saws in his day, but it was powered by water, not electricity." So I just think that's extremely cool. That someone who had that historical connection to Lincoln found the video and shared that with me. You know, they could have never found the video, but they did, and then they commented that. So it almost feels like we, the makers of the video, have that connection somehow. And I guess you could say the commenters and viewers have that connection too. But I just thought that was cool. I just wanted to share that with you. Let's see. A few more thank yous. You need more cheese puffs. I know, that's what this sign is for. It's just waiting for the day that Cheese Puffs returns. I hope it does too, sheepy boy. The Lincoln video was such a good thing. You have a request? Can I say thank you? Yes, that was actually the next thing I was gonna do. I was just gonna say a thank you until it reaches the 100 mark. You're the guy that commented the thumbnail had Lunchly. Yeah, that I maybe I should have included that somehow. I know it's the Lunchly thing. It's sort of a controversial thing right now. Hello, Mr. Beast. If you find this video, I think you can't deny that there has been controversy. But hello, Mr. Beast. I know you're watching. Let's collab. Alright. Now, in honor of 1,000 subscribers, we've reached 2,000. But people don't usually celebrate 2,000. This is celebrating that too. But we're specifically celebrating the milestone of 1,000 subscribers. The next one will probably be 10,000, because people usually go by increments of 10 times 10 and all that stuff. Because 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, a million, so on and so forth. And so to all of you, because you have all been so very kind in giving me 1,000 subscribers after like 13 years of being on this channel of YouTube, channel of Cheese343 on YouTube. To you, I say, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for just existing. Thank you, Mr. Gamer Tesla. Thank you, Sheepy Boy. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, everyone else who commented before. Thank you, Nario64. Long time no see. Thank you, Yasin A. Thank you for the 2.5k subs. Yes, it's been increasing, and I'm just waiting for it to stop. But you guys, you just won't stop. And so for not stopping, I say thank you. You remember like 2 years ago, I was at 700 subs, and now we're at over 1,000, and it's all thanks to you. Is there a reason you're called a cheese tree? Thank you, Joseph, for that question. I'm still trying to discover that myself. If you watch some of the more recent videos, which you actually have to watch every single video I've ever made pretty much, there's a playlist called Cowman Saga 10 Years of Cheese Tree 43, which does not contain every single video, but contains every necessary video in order to be able to understand the plot line that's been occurring on Cheese Tree 43 for the past many years. But it's sort of a mystery that's still being solved, and so you sort of have to watch the videos to pick up some of the pieces of that mystery. Thank you again for that question, Joseph. And thank you, and thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Oh, I was gonna save the singing until later, for later. Sort of cheated there. Thank you for putting up with me messing up. Do I own a tree that grows cheese? Thank you for asking that, Sheepy Boy. I don't know. Do I? Maybe that's part of the mystery. I don't know. That's an incredible number and very well deserved. Congrats on 2,000. Thank you, Zach0937. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Are you saying that the number 43 is an incredible number, or that the number of subscribers is an incredible number? Because either way, thank you. And thank you, 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 and thank you. You missed the Goose Magoof streams. Insane that the Lincoln video got that many views. Thank you, Nario. I miss them too. I hope that he gets to stream again soon one day. It's a bit harder for him because the computer that he was using to stream on is right here, right now, away from where he is. He used to stream on his own, like, might have just been a MacBook or something. I can't remember. But then we sort of upgraded to this computer. That's worked out pretty nicely for me. The number 43, the number of thanks, and the number of subscribers, all at once. Thank you for complimenting all of those things. And thank you to everyone who's watching right now. I appreciate it. Thank you, 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 thank you. I said that I was going to try to make this stream, not too long. So that's why I'm sort of saying all these thank yous so quickly. Trying to get to 1,000 thank yous by the end of the stream in 10 different languages. We need your brother in here. I thought about that. I was just in such a scramble of just everything that's been happening. Not just this setting up this live stream and the things happening with the Lincoln video, but just all the other things happening in my life. I was sort of in a scramble to, in the time leading up to this. But yes, I thought of that. I thought, I should have invited Goose to come. I'm sorry, Goose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Goose. I'm sorry. Because Goose Magoof, he is a major part of all this. All of you are, but he was the actor in the Lincoln video. None of this would have been possible without him. So to him, directly, Goofs, McGoof, my brother, thank you. He was willing to keep his mustache shaved off, and he was willing to walk around in public with an Abraham Lincoln costume, doing various goofy things just for this video. Just for me having some random idea of making a thing, which is what usually happens with every other video I've ever made. He's such a good sport about it. And so I dedicate these last 8 thank yous to Goofs McGoof. Thank you, 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 Goofs McGoof, for everything that you've done. I appreciate it. Shouldn't it be called 2.5k subs special? Not trying to be that guy. It probably should. But like I said a while ago, I guess because of the milestone that people usually celebrate of increments of 10, like, I didn't have a 10 subscriber. Oh man, I didn't have a 10 subscriber special. Did I have a 100 subscriber special? I feel like I did something. Maybe I didn't do anything for 100 subscribers. I'm sorry. This has turned into from a thank you to a I'm sorry to those first 100 subscribers. I appreciate you too. Actually no, I have to switch languages. But before I do that, we're going to talk a little bit more. Exciting, right? Yes, that's about to happen, Ashley Henderson. Thank you for being here, Ashley. Hope you're doing well. Thank you again, Chris. Your thank you. I mean, welcome. Ashley, we don't need no badges. That was cool. 100! Mrs. Henderson watching? I don't know. Yeah, we'll find out, maybe. Republic of Appalachia. Congrats. I'm holding off and saying I almost said it. Oh no. I'm going to say it in other languages. But first, I was going to talk about just a little bit more. I think I've sort of conveyed that feeling in showing appreciation to my brother. Just want to talk a little bit more about, someone said I was just some average Joe. And it reminded them of the good old days of YouTube. Just some average Joe making something with no budget. The entire time of me filming this Lincoln video, it was just me and my brother and a DSLR camera. So just 2 guys making a thing. Even in the scene in the park, whenever I'm walking by and I answer the phone and I'm walking by Lincoln, that was just me and my brother. I set up the camera and I left it there and I walked way off into the distance so that I could walk towards the camera. The only other time that there was more than 2 people was the scene in front of the courthouse when the other actor, who I will show appreciation for, shows up and is listening to the speech. We had 3 people then. But there are other people I could show appreciation for, my parents and just the people who let me film in those different locations. Again, all those names are in the credits. I appreciate all of you. But, just if I wanted to say anything inspirational to anyone out there who wants to create things that people enjoy, you don't need a big budget or a big crew. And honestly, I just have so much fun working with my family and my friends. And, whenever we do work together, we just take a lot of time to laugh and joke in between takes. Sometimes we mess up a take by laughing because we're just having so much fun. But it does help to have those things sometimes, a big budget and a big crew. And there are times that I do wish I had those things. And you can have a lot of fun then too, working with a larger crew. And I have other ideas that they would be impossible to make if I didn't have a large team of talented people. ideas that maybe one day I can make if I get enough support from kind folks like you. But if you're just starting out making things, just make the best with what you have. Because probably about 95% of the stuff on the internet is filmed on a phone anyway, with a cell phone camera. So if you want to be creative, just be creative. Don't let the technical things stop you. As long as it's a creativity that's positive and that's good for people. One of the things that I pray about all the time is that I can make a positive impact, difference with the things that I make and with the talents that I have. And I hope that I've done that, even if it's just in a small way, with the Lincoln film. That's sort of my dream job, Sheepy Boy. I didn't see your comment until just now. But yeah, if you guys want to help me with my dream, the YouTube algorithm has been very kind to me. But again, if we're wanting to make more Lincoln videos, and if you're wanting to help me to pursue what I'm doing, then the algorithm has been nice, but I think it's sort of up to you guys. You guys sharing the video in whatever way you can, or sharing whatever videos you think are entertaining. It doesn't have to be the Lincoln video. But just, I appreciate all that you've already done. Even if I don't get any more views ever again, I'm grateful. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to do this for a living. But in the meantime, it's just for fun. And I want it to always be just for fun. But if I could do it for a living too, that would be nice. I showed my appreciation in the English language 100 times in a row. Let me catch up on comments before I move on. I need to stop going. A Santa Claus, also known as Saint Nick Claus. Santa Claus. Cheese Tree 43 has acquired more territory. America has also acquired more territory, extending out to the ocean floors. You grabbed a phone while you were in 2023 and you're in 1861? I thought Abraham Lincoln had come to 2024, but hello there, Abraham Lincoln. Wow. Contacting us all the way from 1861. Wow. How are you doing this? Hello, Abraham Lincoln. I'm just starstruck. I'm a big fan. Welcome, Abraham Lincoln. Welcome. Stick around. This is partially all about you. All this attention that's been happening. Pretty much all of it's about you. Very good advice. It's not about the gear or the budget. It's about the people that are there to help. And the spirit in which it is made. Very well said, Zach. Very well said. That's more well said than I said it, I think. Good comment. Thank you. Oh, no, I said thank you. I was just pretending I didn't say that. 'Cause next we have to say it in Spanish 100 times. And even though I know how to say it, I'm still gonna refer to Google before so I can practice. I apologize for every single language that I'm about to use. I apologize for mispronunciations. I mean absolutely no insult. I will say this apology at the beginning of every segment of a different language. I just thought it would be fun, and if I'm reaching out to any sort of international audience out there, then hello to you. And show appreciation now by saying the appreciation word in your language as respectfully as I can do it. You know what lol means now. Oh no! It's the end of civilization as we know it. No! Abraham Lincoln, no! No! Go back to the future and put the phone back. Put it back. Okay.
Gracias.
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 Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Muchas gracias, as Zach said. Muchas gracias. 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 Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. Gracias. It means lots of luck. LOL. Yes, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Gracias. Gracias for that comment, Abraham Lincoln. Bunch, crunch, lunch, munch. Such, hutch. I was expecting more things with the letter in the middle there. But gracias for that comment, sheepy boy. Gracias. Gracias, rapid. I think I see like a rabbit-looking thing in your profile picture. Gracias for being here, Rabbit. Gracias. I hope you're doing well, Rabbit. Gracias. Gracias, 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 gracias.
Gracias.
Gracias, 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 gracias. Oh. There you go. We have showed our appreciation 200 times now in 2 different languages. How about that? But I appreciate everybody being here once again. Let me take a sip of water before my next round. French now. That was brought up earlier, and I don't know why I didn't think of that. But I should have. Sorry, Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry. But next is German. German. I don't know if I have any German viewers.
Formeller Dank.
That's not what I recall. It being... Oh yeah, this is it. This is the shorter version.
Danke.
Danke. I will count that one.
Danke.
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 Danke. I guess that's close enough. Apologies for anyone who speaks German or who's from Germany. I mean no disrespect. I mean all the respect in the world. How long have you been making YouTube videos? Since 2011. Danke for being here, Arctic. Danke very much. The videos that I originally posted were... Okay, the first one, I think I sort of made it for YouTube. With the thought that I would post it on YouTube, maybe. The Yogi Bear music video. which was my first video. But 2011 was when this channel started. Excuse me. Sorry. 2011. So, like 13 years now. I'm working on a video that's supposed to be in celebration of 10 years. It was a lot more complicated than I thought it would be, so I'm still making it right now. It's called Cheese Tree 43 Endgame. You have to watch pretty much every video in order to appreciate it, but a long time. Compared to other people on YouTube, I've been doing it a long time. Maybe I haven't made as much content as other people. Content. As a, what is it, Mel Brooks? Who was that? Who said that? From that one video. But Danke for asking, Arctic. Thank you. Danke for being here. Should try to do Russian for the next one. I don't have that one written down, I don't think. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to do German next. I'm just getting all out of order here. But we're going to continue with German now. But Danke for that suggestion, Nario. Just to tell you, in 1861, everyone's eyesight is black and white. Well, that would correlate with the fact that your profile picture is in black and white. It makes sense. Danke for that, Abraham Lincoln. Danke for being here, Soviet Congress Committee. Hello. Hello, you sound very official. Very official indeed. Danke for being here. Danke, danke.
Danke.
Danke, 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 danke. Danke, everyone. Danke for watching. Danke. I redo that one. Danke for subscribing. Danke for liking. Danke for sharing. Danke for caring. Danke for... Danke. Danke, 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 danke. Not Tonka. Danke. Again, I mean no insult. Danke. 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 But did anyone have a Tonka truck when they were a kid? You know, one of those trucks? Anyway, Danke. 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 Danke.
Danke.
Danke.
Danke.
Danke. Danke. Maybe I'm saying it completely wrong. Danke.
Danke.
Danke. It's almost like there's a A-ish sound in there instead of an A. Danke.
Danke.
Which would align with it, maybe causing there to be origins in the English language in connection to the German language. Danke. 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 You had several miniature ones, Hot Wheels size. Danke for that comment, Zach. Thank you for participating in the stream. Danke. 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 I also had Hot Wheels as a kid. Just a few, not a lot. I've had one of those, you know, the swirly tracks that you set up. I think it was like a volcano that the car had to jump over it or something. Danke for reminding me of that memory, Zach. Danke, 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 danke. Wow, that's a terrible dream, Abraham Lincoln. I'm sorry you had that dream. But danke for sharing. You're a terrible nightmare. Danke. Danke, 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 danke,
Danke.
danke. Oh, I didn't realize that was going to be the last one. I wish I could have done it better. So there's German. Or a version of it. Okay, so in between some of these, I'm going to give some behind-the-scenes information. And everyone feel free to ask questions about anything, as long as it's appropriate, family-friendly questions. So the opening scene. I'm sort of embarrassed to say that there is a historical continuity error. If you look, you can see that there's a globe of the world sitting in the room. And before I filmed that, before we started filming, it was sort of a spur of the moment thing. But I briefly researched about whether or not they had globes during that time period that we were depicting there with Abraham Lincoln. And they did. But for some reason, and this is going to make me sound really unintelligent, but I didn't think about the fact that the globe itself that we used as a prop, or a scenery decoration, it was not from 1861. It was from years after that. Meaning that there could have been countries on that globe that didn't exist yet during Lincoln's time, unless Abraham Lincoln, I see you're in chat right now, unless you've caused there to be an alteration in time. That was my excuse, actually. Nobody has pointed it out yet. I'm surprised nobody has. But my excuse was that the inaccuracy of the globe was a way in which time was already sort of being warped around him, around Lincoln. So yeah, that's my excuse. Is some sort of time thing. Also, the manner in which Lincoln time traveled, where he went. My brother, the actor for Lincoln, he had the idea while we were filming of him sort of apparating in a manner like in Harry Potter. But I had been working on a lot of special effects things already. The thing that I've sort of been talking about, the 10-year anniversary Endgame video. I had already been working a lot on those special effects, and I still am. So I decided to go the simple route, which I thought worked really well, actually, and looked fun in its own way. So I hope you liked it. You never saw that. I think I saw a comment. I don't know why it went away, but that you never saw that globe. Mean you can't really see what's on the globe. Yeah, I figured that's the only way, but you know, with a really, really trained eye, you could probably see. I think it's Africa that's you can see facing the camera. Pretty sure some of the countries on there were not charted or didn't exist at the time. But yes, that it is convenient that it's not extremely obvious. Russian, spasibo. I don't know if that's how you say it, but you hated Andrew Johnson. Andrew Johnson. Is that a person? Around your time? But the next language we will be doing Italian.
Grazie.
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 Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie for being here, Abraham Lincoln. Grazie for being here, everyone else.
Grazie.
Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Grazie. Oh, by the way, I apologize to Italians in the Italian language. Grazie. 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 Grazie, 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 grazie. Feel like I missed one there.
Grazie.
Grazie, 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 grazie. Grazie, 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 grazie. Grazie, grazie, grazie. apologies. Grazie. 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 There, it's done. You don't have to be insulted anymore. World War II living history. Welcome. Welcome. I'm sorry. I'm just practicing, sort of. World War II living history. That sounds like an interesting channel. I almost want to click on your channel name right now. But it won't let me. Just to see if you have some interesting videos. Well, that was Italian. Oh, okay. So, what's World War II? Yeah. Yeah. World War II. It wasn't a good thing, Abraham Lincoln. It wasn't a good thing. Wow, you just said that 400 times. I just joined. Sorry about my grammar. It's okay, Tristan Productions. It's okay. We've been saying it in different languages. I did it in English and Spanish, German, and then just now Italian. But now, a very special language. Does anyone know how to speak elephant? Anyone? Does anyone know how to speak elephant out there? Cool. Cool. Well, do I have a treat for you all? Because we have an elephant. Of course not. No clue. We have an elephant. This is not a puppet. This is a real life elephant. Right here. In front of you. Welcome to Cheese Tree 43, everybody. Where random nonsense is king. Hello. How are you? It is I, an elephant. I'm here to say appreciation in my own language. Are you ready, everybody? Okay. Here it goes. Thank you. Oh, you thought I was gonna go... Well, that's another way of doing it, but, no. I actually... I'm an elephant, and I can say thank you, so I say thank you like that because I have the ability to say thank you. But maybe I'll scatter in some in there, here and there, like, you know, just you know, that's the original language, but I have a big brain, so I picked up a lot on how to say thank you in English over time, you know. My buddy Cheese Tree here taught me how to say thank you. But just to make you happy, I'll also say it like I think the button was just pressed a bunch of times in a row, so I'm gonna make up for that by saying thank you, 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 thank you. We might have some extra thank yous in here by the end of this. Yeah, sorry about that. Whoops. I'll try to do better, Mr. Elephant. I'll try to do better. You better. Okay. Are you ready? Yeah. Thank you, 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 thank you. And you need to. You okay there, elephant? Your elephant noise sounds a little What do you mean? Nothing. Sorry. Thank you, 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 thank you. More elephant trumpets. Okay. There you go. You need to fix that number there. Okay, sorry. It is 500. Somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. Well, does anyone have any questions for Elephant Man? Elephant Man? Why am I Elephant Man? I'm just an elephant. Good point. Sorry. Let's see. What did I miss here? Baroom. Is that your elephant noise, Zach? No clue? Yes. What amazing powers of illusion. Yes. Puppetry. It sounds like Ernie from Sesame Street. Do your best Ernie impression, Mr. Elephant. Hey, Bert. You know what? You do sort of sound like Ernie. I don't know if you realized. You sort of sound like Ernie. Yeah, I never thought I did, but let me try more impression of him. Hey, Bert. I don't know anything else that Ernie says. I don't really either. What's a puppet? Abraham Lincoln. I think puppets existed during your time. Abraham Lincoln. Almost halfway. We are halfway now. What is a Jedi's favorite Italian dessert? Obi-Wan cannoli. Good one. African elephant. Jumbo. They weren't for sale. Oh, puppets. So because they weren't for sale, you didn't know they existed, Abraham Lincoln. I'm starting to suspect you, Abraham Lincoln. I'm starting to suspect. Are you really the real Abraham Lincoln? It is kind of fishy. Get a stare down from the Elephant Man. Why are you calling me Elephant Man? Sorry. Well, anyway, I think we say goodbye to you now, Elephant. Not man. Okay. Bye. Not a puppet. Real elephant. Strong, maybe? You joke? Strong, maybe that you're Abraham Lincoln. You have a puppet for Robert Todd Lincoln. I'm sure they enjoyed that gift. I'm sure. You had a puppet for your son. Message retract. Okay, I see that you're deleting your messages now. That's okay. I'm sorry that I read them before you officially wanted them to be out in the open. Alright, behind the scenes break. I remember that I was actually going to pull up the video to make it look more interesting. So transition to that. The McDonald's scene. I went in before we filmed this, and I bought the chicken nugget myself to save Goose Magoof some embarrassment. But then, of course, I had to film Lincoln coming out of the McDonald's. And nobody, even though he had to go in there, my brother who played Lincoln, he says that nobody even paid attention to the fact that there was a guy there dressed as Abraham Lincoln. Maybe someone in the parking lot, I think someone maybe in the parking lot acknowledged us, but on the inside, I think they were just so busy in the restaurant that they missed it, or they didn't care. Maybe they were ignoring on purpose because they didn't want to interact with crazy people. But the part where he tries the chicken nugget and reacts, a lot of you liked that part, and I'm glad you did. That was only filmed in 2 takes. 2 takes. And I think it may have been the first take that was used. We just really wanted to get out of there because we were embarrassed by walking around in public and going in a McDonald's doing this nonsense. But we also, it was just good. After 2 takes, we reviewed it and we were like, I think that's good. I think we got it, you know? Sometimes that just happens when you're filming something. Sometimes it takes many different takes. But then sometimes you get it in 1 or 2. They call it the one-take wonder, I think. Whenever you get it in 1 take. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Okay. We're going to say thank you in Japanese next. Japanese. Yes. Let's see. Tracy J says, elephants are one of my favorite animals. Love this. I appreciate it, Tracy J. Cool director's commentary. I'm saying appreciate because I don't want to mess up the counter, although it's probably already messed up from when I accidentally pressed the button too many times. But I appreciate you being here too. Chuckalicious. Oh, I see. They gave the nugget to you for free. Just kidding, you paid. I know, you paid with a penny. You were surprised to see your face on that penny. Is there going to be a part 2? I talked about this sort of near the beginning of the stream. And the goal is, if we get 1 million views on the Lincoln video, then I might make something. Probably with George Washington. The algorithm has been kind to me, given me, put it out in front of you guys, and you guys were kind enough to click on it and watch it and kindly comment and like. And I know a lot of you have already shared it because the last time I think YouTube told me it had 165 shares. I think that was last week though. But yeah, it's a mixture of the algorithm, but then I think a lot of it is up to sharing. But if we get 1 million views on this video, I will try to make something. I want to make sure the writing is good. There's either going to be a budgeted version or a non-budgeted version. If I can get a budget from a crowdfunding, then I will make a thing that is more fanciful. Because I have ideas that would involve more time and money and help from other people. That I think is a cool idea, really. I can't really share it right now because I don't want to spoil anything, even though it might not ever happen, which is okay. But I do think it would be fun to make more. But that's the goal that I'm setting for if we are going to make more. But in the meantime, there are other skits out there, and there are other things that I'm already working on and making. But I really appreciate you all just being so eager for more. I really do. Why did he look disgusted halfway eating that nugget? Because how else are you supposed to react? Eating a chicken nugget. Feel free to sponsor me, McDonald's. I do like chicken nuggets. I like I legitimately like chicken nuggets. I haven't eaten a lot of them lately. Not as many as I used to as a kid. Because just fried foods in general are not usually as good for you. But I do like them. Maybe that's how the next video occurs. I get a sponsorship from McDonald's. George Washington just goes to McDonald's like Lincoln did in this video. It would be maybe a bit repetitive, but you know, hey. You're sad George Washington died 10 years before you were born. You were born in 1809. Historical facts are being presented here today. You all are being educated. Aftertaste bud shock causes facial malfunctionings. Makes sense. Okay, now we move on to Japanese, which is arigato, I think.
Arigatō.
Arigato. There's one.
Arigatō.
Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato. Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato. 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 Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato. 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 Mr. Roboto. Arigato. 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 Arigato, 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 arigato. Arigato, 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 arigato. Arigato.
Arigatō.
Arigato. 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 There you go. An attempt at Japanese. Again, I mean no insult to anybody. I mean respect, because I'm trying to show appreciation to everyone. But also, I just thought it would be a fun idea. I laughed at your comment in the middle of that. He said, already got, though. Thank you for making me laugh. You got afraid? I would be afraid too. But the question is, do you choose to be brave, Abraham Lincoln? Do you choose to not alter history as it was intended to be? Do you choose that? That's the question. That may be the question if I ever make this into a series. That may be one of the questions that is posed. What does he do with that knowledge? That would be part of how this series continues. That's a sneak peek that I will give you. Which I think it is a pretty cool thing to think about. What would he do with that knowledge? What would he do? Okay. So, we are 600 appreciation showings through. The next one I was gonna do, this has sort of been going on longer than I thought it would. Appreciate you all having to be here. You had to die. Twilight Zone. I was going to do Morse code. It's not really like technically a language, I guess. It's a code. It's like used for... Is it used for other languages? I don't know if Morse code is used for other languages. Anyone who knows that or wants to look that up, feel free to tell me. But I was going to do that, but it might take literally forever if I did that 100 times. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that a few times, and then I'm going to maybe do French, because you guys, how do you say thank you in French? I know a certain viewer here would know right away. Aha. Yeah, someone had said this.
Merci.
Merci. But we're going to do just a little bit of Morse code. Yes, code. Elf. Cheese was invented 8,000 years ago on accident. Someone disagreed with that, it seems. I do wonder when it was invented. I know it's an older food invention. It is kind of a strange food invention if you think about it. What was the hardest part to record in the Lincoln time travel sketch? I personally loved it and wonder, how was the production? I appreciate you being here, that guy IKEA, and asking such a good question. I say appreciate because I'm trying not to say the other word right now because I don't want to mess with the counter anymore. Excuse me. Hardest part to record. I think it was hard. The first thing that pops to my mind, I don't think it was extremely hard, but it was hard whenever Lincoln gets sucked into the mirror and he does the motion of... I wanted that to be basically exactly perfect. So shout out to Goose Magoof again, the actor for Abraham Lincoln, who basically, he made this whole production by being basically the only character on screen the entire time. That took a lot of takes, I think. A pretty good amount of takes. Because I just wanted the motion to look like he was getting sucked into a time vortex, you know? Trying to think of other difficult things. That may have been the hardest thing, really. Actually, just in terms of the technical stuff, I talked a little bit a while ago about the idea of there being just the two-man crew that it was most of the time on the set of this, and how it is nice sometimes to have someone, even if it's just someone to press the record button. I wish I just had that sometimes. And I guess I could probably plan ahead better in the future for that kind of thing. But the scene where he's outside in the modern world for the first time and the car drives by, I had to leave that up to the Goose Magoof, the actor Goose Magoof who played Lincoln. I had to leave that up to him to press the record button and then get into his position while I drove around the neighborhood in a car, so that I could then attempt to perfectly drive the car past him and the camera with the perfect speed and timing. I think we only did that in 2 or 3 takes, but still, just all the factors that were involved in that. It could have not turned out very good at all. But it turned out okay, I think. I guess okay enough for you all to be so kind and just watch the video anyway and say that you liked it. Yes, the park scene camera setup as well. That was one where it was just the two of us. And I had to press the record button and run way off in the distance. And then walk past the camera and run back again. Which I would have had to run back anyway. To do a second take. But that was also a technical factor. But I almost said it. Appreciate the question. You would like bacon, Abraham Lincoln? Bacon was a thing when you were alive. It still is a thing. It is indeed a thing. We all like bacon. Pretty much all of us anyway. We all like bacon. The first food ever made by the human hand was bread. Boy, do I like bread. I need more varieties of bread in my life, I think. I get too much of the store-bought bread. I need some more homemade bread. How long was the process of recording? I feel like we only recorded it over the course of 2 days. Which wasn't a full day each time. But we did it on like a Sunday afternoon. And then on a Monday. I forget exactly what part of the day. But I think it was sort of later in the day. And yeah, it was on President's Day, the second day of filming, so that was pretty befitting. I'll talk a little bit more about that in just a little bit. Yeah, I had to cross the street in the city for when he was talking in front of the courthouse. I had to cross the street with the camera, and I had no idea. Well, I had an idea. I just couldn't hear anything they were saying. I just had to yell action and then film and then hope that it turned out good. And it did. It worked. Can I show a clip of him screaming in the car? Sure. Clip of him screaming in the car. Do you have any questions about that, or? There you go. I got to watch some people watch that in person. You know, one of the bad things about YouTube is you don't always get to see people's in-person reactions. But I'm glad that I got a good laugh out of the people that I observed, and I hope it caused you to laugh as well. Don't bring up my trauma from that car. Sorry, Abraham Lincoln, I'm sorry. But we shall now say appreciation word in Morse code. So, here we go. There you go. I think I'll stop there. Okay, one more. That would make a pretty good song right there. But that's showing appreciation in Morse code. Back to the Future, but it's the American history. Exactly. And also minus the DeLorean car. That would have been cool to get the car, but then I guess it wouldn't have been as original if I had used a DeLorean in the video. Glad you think it's funny, Tristan. I'm glad. Hello there, Gaming King. Wow. We have the king of gaming right here in our midst. I forgot to transition back to this screen. We have the king of gaming in chat. Wow. How many games have you won? Appreciate you being here, Gaming King. You forgot to get that Big Mac? Well, I guess you'll have to travel through the mirror again. Yeah, I guess it's sort of like through the looking glass in a way, like Alice in Wonderland. The Lincoln traveling through a time-traveling mirror. Alright, now I'm going to say appreciations in French.
Merci.
And I apologize to the French people and the French language for not being an expert. But here we go.
Merci.
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 Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci.
Merci.
Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Sorry, Napoleon. I'm sorry. Merci. My mom just texted me with a good idea. Merci. 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 Merci.
Merci.
Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Merci. Sort of losing it there. Messy. Yeah, it probably sounds more like that coming from me. Again, apologies. But my mom texted me. An idea. This would technically make it more than 10 languages if I did it this way. She sent me a video called Sign Language for Babies.
And of course, another sign to go with please is thank you. And you're just going to tape the tips of your fingers from your chin forward. Thank you. Thank you. You can do it in the direction of the person you're addressing. Thank you. You can use please and thank you.
Perfect. Let's do that now. Thanks, Mom. I will do it for the remainder of the 600s. It will be sort of hard with having to click. But to all of you, I say, thank you, 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 thank you. I'm having difficulty with the clicker here. Thank you, 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 thank you. I appreciate it, everybody. I should make a cheese tier list. Blowing a kiss. It is sort of like that motion, in a way. You know, when you blow a kiss, it's... you know. Anyway. Cheese. Yes, cheese. Yeah. I like cheese. There's a cheese tree right here. There's a cheese puff sign right here. I'm wearing my official brand Cheese Tree 43 t-shirt. Available. You know, I want to be honest. The store... I sort of want to update it, because unless they've changed it, which they could have, because it's been years, it's probably not the highest quality. Maybe this shirt came from there? I think it did. And it's lasted a long time, but I also haven't worn it a ton. But if you want official merch right this very second that would also support this channel, check the description. And pretty sure that website is still up and going, where you can get some cheese tree merch. I even thought of make a cheese sandwich. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. make a tier list about their lists. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. But yeah, if you want merch, check the description. It'll take you to the website, and there's some Paw and Sunny Boy merch. I thought about making some special Abraham Lincoln merch just because of how well this video is done, and all you kind folks watching it and sharing it. I think someone even said in the comments like that I should make some kind of merch. Oh wait, no, someone said like I can't wait for this to have 10 seasons and 40 episodes each and my Abraham Lincoln coffee mug. That was one of the comments I had on the video. Okay. Some more behind the scenes. Commentary. So, this part right here is Killing Lincoln. That's the title of the book by Bill O'Reilly that he is reading here. We were pretty shy and embarrassed about going into the library and asking help to find this book from the library whenever we were filming this scene. But it was President's Day. So that was our excuse. But a crazy thing happened whenever the actor, Goofs McGoof, who portrayed Abraham Lincoln, whenever he opened the book in preparing for the scene, he just so happened to accidentally... hello, we are having a lot of issues. Okay. The screen is frozen. No, don't die on us. I agree. Are we good? It is very repeatedly saying OBS is not working. I'm using OBS right now. Fixed. Okay, hopefully it stays that way. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I don't know at what point it cut off. But yeah, the book was opened up to the part describing Abraham Lincoln's assassination. Okay, looks like we're still going. Okay. Hopefully it lasts. Sorry about that. Sound delay? You might have to refresh the page or something. Let me just check it on mine. You might have to refresh. Let me just check it on mine. It's like it's cutting in and out. Sorry about that. Remember you from earlier? Of course, darkness. Of course. Of course I remember. Okay. Now. Let me know if lag occurs again, so I can stop. But we will now... the Filipino language. I forget exactly how to pronounce the name of the language, but Tagalog or something. I will be saying thank you in that... Oh no, I accidentally said it. I will be saying it in that language now. We are getting close to 1,000 showings of appreciation. Hello, Abe Lincoln. Yes, he's been hanging out here. You're at the ceremony. It's currently March 4th, 1861. Cool. And hello to you, Coco Nut. Hello. Welcome. But we will say it in Tagalog. Gave me a sub because of the video you made. Well, to that I say...
Salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat. Salamat.
Salamat. Salamat. Salamat. Salamat. Salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat. Salamat. Salamat. Salamat. Salamat, 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 salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat, 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 salamat. Again, I apologize to Filipinos and their language. Salamat, 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 salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat, 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 salamat. I did. Earlier, that was like I think the first one I did. Salamat, 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 salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat, 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 salamat,
Salamat.
salamat, 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 salamat.
Salamat.
Salamat, 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 not salamat, salamat. There you go. 200 away. 200 away from 1,000 showings of appreciation for you all here in this 1,000 subscriber special stream. I appreciate you all being here, for sticking around, talking to me, interacting. I don't know what that means, Coconut. Otherwise, I would reply to it. Fun fact, the Model T is not the first ever car. Ben's patent motor car is. That's something that even I think, have misunderstood in the past. Because Henry Ford was such a huge figure in American history and in the development of the car and the assembly line, people tend to think that he invented the car. He did not. You're bringing in history for us. You guys are bringing in the history today. But yeah, Henry Ford did not invent the first car. It was the Benz guy, who was from Germany, which we used German a while ago to show appreciation. But yeah, yeah. Thank you for that history fact. Abraham Lincoln. I tried to research that a lot. There was someone in the comments that said Abraham Lincoln wouldn't have been too surprised by a car because they had like steam-powered cars or something. But that seemed to be mostly in London. I don't know if Lincoln ever traveled to London during his lifetime. It would seem like a thing that he probably would do. But my logic was that he never saw a car that, you know, a car as it is today, especially, for sure. And even those steam-powered cars, I don't think they were, like, widely available, even at that time, at the beginning of his presidency. Definitely not cars that could go 70-plus miles an hour, so that's why he was so scared by the car ride that he had at the end there. It's thank you in Filipino, darkness. Ah, I see. Cool. You love my videos? Hey there, Hextrons Deluxes. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. Just all the kindness that you all have shown me. It's just really encouraging. I really appreciate it. Abraham Lincoln eating peanut butter then chokes. There was debate on how intense I wanted the choking to be depicted, because obviously it's not a joke that people choke. I didn't mean to make a rhyme there to make it even more of a joke. But then it can be funny. Just you know, if you do it in a comedic way. But there was debate on that, but just when I was editing it. Actually, the sound that I put in for whenever he goes back like I used the sound from another take, because I liked the visuals of that take. So I took the sound from another take and put it over that one. So there's a little behind-the-scenes fact for that part. And to say thanks in Russian is спасибо. Yeah, I thought about doing Russian, but then I thought maybe I shouldn't, because it might be a little too hard for me. It was the Dian Bhutan, 1884. It came a year before. A year before the Benz car. Is that what you mean? But yeah, after Lincoln's presidency. Okay, we're getting near the end. Fun fact, the Pokemon Typhlosion is based on the real-life animal named Wolverine. I didn't know that, partially because I basically only know the first 150 Pokemon. And then know basically nothing after that. I know some of them after that, like Bidoof. I think Bidoof is one of my favorite. People wouldn't say it was a newer Pokemon, but to me it's newer, because I grew up in the second half of the 90s and the early 2000s. So Bidoof is newer to me. In terms of the TV show stuff, anyway, in the video games. Hello there, Spring. Hello. Peanut butter public service video for choking hazard. Thank you. For real though, like I have had pretty bad cases of almost choking. Pretty bad on peanut butter. I'll tell you this. If you ever start choking, like feel like you're choking on peanut butter, do not start chugging water. I learned the hard way. And it felt like I was going to potentially not make it. It was very terrifying. Do not start chugging water. Maybe, unless it's really bad, and you need the Heimlich, take small sips of water. Please. All of you peanut butter eaters out there. Please. That's my public service announcement. And it's relevant because it was depicted in this video of Abraham Lincoln choking on peanut butter. Why is it called Cheese Tree 43? Someone asked that earlier, and I said, that's one of the mysteries that I'm still trying to figure out right now. You may have to watch almost every single video on this channel before you can figure that out. And it all connects back into the end game, Cheese Tree 43 end game story that's happening right now. It's sort of a mystery that we're all trying to figure out together. Milk, before, during, and after peanut butter. Good point. Good point. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. I hope you liked the voice acting that I just did with that comment right there. I'm sorry if that actually happened to you, though. Sincerely. But if you're joking, then yeah. If Abe time traveled again, will he buy the chicken nugget again? Maybe. Okay, you will binge. Just prepare yourself, Hextrons. Prepare yourself for random nonsense. There's a playlist if you don't want to watch every single video on the channel called The Cowman Saga, 10 Years of Cheese Tree 43. If you don't want to watch every single video. You will still encounter weird things with that, but thank you, Drakey Drew. Thank you. I like your name. Thank you. Have to go to work? Bye. All right, President Lincoln. You make sure our country can at least not be altered by the space-time continuum by your knowledge the Killing Lincoln book and whatnot. Have a good one, Abraham Lincoln. Thank you for being here. Okay. Next language is Portuguese. Portuguese, which is spoken in Brazil, I believe. In Brazil, there's probably a misconception that people speak Spanish there, but it is Portuguese. So I'll be doing my best
Obrigado.
to say appreciation in Portuguese. Crazy Dr. Demento. We know you like that, Dr. Demento. We need part 2 of Abraham Lincoln time travel. Thank you. Oh no, I accidentally said appreciation to you, Frozen Water. I appreciate it. If we get 1 million views, that's the goal that I stated in this live stream previously. If we get 1 million views, I might make more of those again. Are we good? That I stated in this live stream previously. If we get 1 million views. Okay, it's said it failed for the second there. I think we're back though. Okay. So now, I say appreciation in Portuguese.
Obrigado.
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 Obrigado. Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado. Obrigado, 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 obrigado.
Obrigado.
Obrigado, 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 obrigado. Again, I apologize to anyone who speaks that language. I have the utmost respect for your language. We are 100 away. Okay. Yeah, you guys were making me laugh with the, I guess, saying that's how it sounded. I was like saying something else besides obrigado. I like your YouTube name, but I'm lactose intolerant to cheese. I'm sorry, darkness. I'm sorry. Nobody got him. Thank you for making me laugh. Oh, I said thank you on accident. Whoops. Everybody gather. We need Abraham Lincoln sing Chat GPT. He might get really mad about that, like seeing people use Chat GPT instead of using their own brains. He might get a little bit upset about that. Lincoln boarding a plane in part 2. There was an idea that popped into my head about a certain historical figure maybe getting on a plane. But we will need We will need that support to be able to continue this series, and I appreciate all the support you guys have given me. That's why I'm saying the appreciation word 1,000 times, because I really do appreciate it. You wish you could drink milk and eat cheese? I'm sorry. Yeah. I do like cheese, that's all I will say, and I don't say that to make you feel worse, but I wish you could eat cheese as well. You're going to make a real cheese tree? It has been 2 hours now. It has. Unintentional. I didn't mean for it to happen, last this long. We're almost at the end, though. And I appreciate you all sticking around. Oh, okay. I understand. Okay, so, the final language. After I do behind-the-scenes break, I will reveal to you what the final language is that I will be using to show my appreciation to you all. Okay? So, let me make sure I talked about all these other things. Looks like I did. So the log splitting scene. Right here. So, feel free to ask any questions. We are wrapping the stream up pretty soon, so won't have much more time to answer questions. As long as they're family friendly, appropriate, polite, all that stuff. So this shot right here, this is the shoulder of Lincoln, or it's supposed to be anyway. And so that's actually me. My brother, Goose Magoof, he played Lincoln. But this right here is me. So I guess in a way, I sort of played Lincoln. The shoulder of Lincoln anyway. So we filmed this, and then in a completely separate location, we filmed this stuff. Like, he is not actually standing in front of a log splitter right there. There's no log splitter at all. It's a completely separate thing. Hey, Hex, grammar. Yeah, grammar. Will Abraham Lincoln see a new computer in part 2? I guess it was sort of a slightly older model of a laptop that he saw in this film. But he could. Maybe a holographic technology will be invented by the time the next video comes out. There'll be like a holographic computer. Thank you, Mac. Thank you. I hope that my creations can be a blessing of sorts to the world. I do want to have a positive impact. Hey, Jeremy. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Been thinking about you. 1860s grammar is good. Has anyone else noticed the Minecraft background? Yes, that's Oh, by the way, I have a Twitch account. You can find me on Twitch. Probably pretty easily. There should be a link in the description. But you can find me on Twitch. Pretty easily, and I haven't streamed lately. But I do want to get back into streaming again. As much as I can. I play games on there. Sometimes I play Minecraft. So yes, good eye. Someone finally noticed. Your worker quit, so you're back. Welcome back, Abraham Lincoln. Will Lincoln... What's going on? Yeah! I did not know. Okay, so someone just followed on my Twitch. I did not know that the Twitch was connected through the stream element stuff, I guess. It somehow is now playing on YouTube, like a notification that would usually happen on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. I forget exactly what the name was, but thank you for the follow on Twitch. That surprised me. That caught me off guard. Will Lincoln make friends in the next vid? Who knows? He just might. He just might. You might have guessed correctly. I don't know. I think Abraham Lincoln would be very cautious if he found out about the lingo that the kids are using nowadays. What in the world? Yes. We are in the land of just having a goofy time right here. The lady gave him a ride. Is that a price? And then this scene right here. Again, it was President's Day when we filmed this. So there were lots of people who were driving by. These aren't actors in these cars here. These are just actual people driving by. And so when there were lots of people who, when they drove by and they saw my brother dressed as Abraham Lincoln here, some of them honked and some of them like rolled their windows down and laughed and shouted out to us. So it was kind of funny. And it was kind of fun, really, because it felt like we were sort of part of a President's Day parade or something. In a way. I don't know if it was how fun it was for my brother who played the role, but it felt befitting for us, that we were filming this scene on President's Day in sort of a downtown type area. It just sort of gave something that was sort of a celebratory type feeling for people. But now, our final language of appreciation is the language of music. Still in English, but music. It's like a language. That's what I've heard said anyway. It's that it's like a language. You heard like 100 kids say lunchly when you were in 2024. He would go nuts if he heard the lingo. Probably. Very interesting, my good man. I need to watch the movies. Oh, yeah, feel free to ask for assistance in finding things that are would be entertaining to you and not completely weird. La 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 la. Yes, I have to warm up. La 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 la. Thank you, Abraham Lincoln, for giving me that warm-up song. I knew it. I saw your guitar on your Twitch. Oh, you did? Really? Yeah, I have practiced guitar at least 3 times on Twitch now. I need to practice some more. But alright, the finale of appreciation is me singing it to you. Singing, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Getting you all ready for the holidays with the Home Alone music. I sort of did this before. This is something that other content creators have done, saying thank you this many times. It's from Home Alone. The theme song. Or one of the theme songs, anyway. Sound like Robert Todd Lincoln? Oh, is that what his singing voice sounds like? Preparing you all for the holidays, I guess. Let's see, what other tunes could I sing? Excuse me. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you, 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 thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And a thank you to grow on. Love you too, Jeremy. Thank you. For a second, you thought it sounded like the Titanic theme song. It's over! Oh, that's what you think. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you think I'm done saying thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you? Thank you? Oh, you think it's over. But thank you. I will end soon. But we did, like other people pointed out, we have like over 2,500 subscribers now. So I could go that long, but I won't subject you to that. This was for the 1,000 subscriber milestone. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. One more final behind the scenes thing. The end screen, which whenever you get to this point in the video, most folks probably click away, and that's okay, I understand. But this was inspired by a certain thing. Can anyone guess what this was inspired by, this image? Probably not. So, at Disneyland in California, there is an attraction, a ride, quote unquote, a show called Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. Great attraction. Some people think it's boring. They're wrong. A very heartfelt production, I think, that shows piece of the life of Abraham Lincoln. And during that show, they have basically film playing on the screen. So one of the images that plays is Abraham Lincoln standing in front of a much larger window, looking down, kind of in a thoughtful manner. So that image from that Disneyland attraction, it just really stuck with me. I've only watched that show a few times, but just seemed really powerful. So it inspired this image, and that's why we did that. All right. What did I miss? Some of you might have already left, and that's okay. I appreciate you all sticking around. Abraham Lincoln plays Roblox? I do like that. I do. I like pretty much any form of cheese. You know what? We might as well count to 43. 1043. Thank you, 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 thank you. I also like water that is frozen, yes. I like putting it in water to make the not frozen water be cooler water. But that is all, folks. in conclusion, I already said this, but I have a Twitch. If you want to follow the Twitch, I would appreciate it. Also,
Obrigado, obrigado, obrigado.
sorry. Such a professional streamer I am. Also, my brother, Goose Magoof. Check the description. He is the actor who played Abraham Lincoln. He has a Twitch. Follow him on Twitch. Follow him on YouTube. Are we here? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? Okay, it sort of did that thing again. A Goofy movie. Have you ever heard of it? If you have, it's about to be the 30th anniversary of that movie. One of the next things that I'm going to try to do is a live reenactment of the entire movie, pretty much, with my brother, Goose Magoof, who will be playing Goofy and I will be playing Max. It'd be great if you all checked out my Twitch. We'll do it on there, and then I'm probably gonna make an edited version of that to then put on YouTube. Hopefully in time for the 30th anniversary of a Goofy movie. But if not, then sometime. But if you are interested in that, check out my Twitch and everything else. Have a good day there, Soviet Congress Committee. Thank you for that. Oh, I said thank you again. And everyone else who has stuck around for this very lengthy stream, I really appreciate it. Be sure to, I've already told you to share the video a lot, so I won't ask you again. But if you want to share the video and share this channel with your friends, I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything that all you guys have done. I really do. New subscriber. Thank you, Copperman. Right here. You got it right here at the last second. You made it. I appreciate it. Copperman96. It's over. Bye. I know, I don't mean to hold you guys any longer, so I will be checking out. Maybe there's a video I can play to send us off. Maybe I'll play the same video that I played at the beginning. But farewell to you all. I will see you next time, in the next video, in the next stream, wherever it may be. Bye.
We have our heading. Here we go!